Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here. Welcome to another episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you particularly to my subscribers, new and old. And please like, subscribe, and share. And click the links below. The first link is my book on Amazon, The Beginner's Guide to AI, History of AI and Current Impact on 10 Different Industries. And the other link is free resources to learn much more about AI than we can do in these short segments. So today is part one of a two-part video series, and the reason we're doing it in two parts is because there's too much to talk about, because we have an interview with Andrew Ng, one of the true pioneers and dominant forces in AI. So we're going to hear from the man himself about what he's doing, what he's working on now as we roll into 2023. They start out an interview saying, do you ever feel you've had enough of your current line of work and want to shift gears? If you have, you're definitely not alone. And they mention the Great Resignation. But then they go on to say Andrew Ng is taking a different approach. Ng, among the most prominent figures in AI, is founder of Landing AI and deeplearning.ai, co-chairman and co-founder of Coursera, which has great courses, I love that, and adjunct professor at Stanford, which means he's not a full-time professor. He does his businesses and he goes in to teach, but he's the man. He was chief scientist at Baidu and a founder of the Google Brain Project. His current priority has shifted from bits to things, as he put it. In 2017, Andrew Ng founded Landing AI, a startup working on facilitating the adoption of AI in manufacturing. And we haven't talked about Landing AI, but we have talked about the fact that manufacturing has been a little bit slower to adopt AI, and Andrew Ng's company is designed to push that forward. And if one of the pioneers of AI is doing it, we can have a reasonable belief that it is going to change manufacturing. So Ng talks about what he calls the data-centric approach. Ng explained that his motivation is industry-oriented. He considers manufacturing one of those great industries that has a huge impact on everyone's lives and is invisible to most of us. So you all know, I have spent a decent portion of my career working in tech and other matters as an executive in manufacturing, but also other industries. And so I can personally attest to the fact that manufacturing needed a push to get into AI. So Ng wants to take AI technology that has transformed internet businesses and use it to help people working in manufacturing. This is a growing trend. According to a 2021 survey from the manufacturer, 65% of leaders in the manufacturing sector are working to pilot AI. Implementation in warehouses alone is growing by 57% compound rate, which means per year, year over year, it's growing 57%. This is why I keep saying, get out of warehouse work. While AI is being increasingly applied to manufacturing, going from bits to things has turned out to be much harder than Ng thought. When Landing AI started, Ng confessed the focus was mostly on consulting work, but after working on many customer projects, Ng and Landing AI developed a new toolkit and playbook for making AI work in manufacturing and industrial settings. So Landing Lens is Landing AI's AI platform, and they're calling it a data-centric approach to AI. Landing Lens strives to make it fast and easy for customers in manufacturing and industrial automation to build and deploy visual inspection systems. And we've talked about how AI is much, much better than humans at detecting quality defects, and thus those are the visual inspection systems. Ng had to adapt his work in consumer software to target AI in the manufacturing sector. This was no easy task, he says. The challenge that many companies in the AI world face, he continues, how, for example, to help 10,000 manufacturing plants build 10,000 customer systems. What does that mean? That means that each plant really has its own system because what they make and sell is different from the other plants. The data-centric approach advocates that AI has reached a point where data is more important than models. If AI is seen as a system with moving parts, it makes more sense to keep the models relatively fixed, while focusing on quality data to fine-tune those models rather than continuing to push for marginal improvement in the models themselves. Ng is not alone in his thinking. Chris Rhee, who leads the Hazy Research Group at Stanford, is another advocate for the data-centric approach. Of course, as noted, the importance of data is not new. There are well-established mathematical, algorithmic, and systems techniques for working with data, which have been developed over decades. What is new, however, is building on and re-examining these techniques in light of modern AI models and methods. Just a few years ago, we did not have long-lived AI systems. That's because AI in its current form is virtually brand new. Ng noted that the reactions he has gotten since he started talking about data-centric AI in March 2021 reminds him of when he and others began discussing deep learning about 15 years ago, at the dawn of the modern AI age. The reactions I'm getting today are some mix of, I've known this all along, there's nothing new here, all the way to this could never work. But then there are also some people that say, yes, I've been feeling like the industry needs this, and this is a great direction. So we'll follow up next video with the rest of what Andrew Ng has to say, including predicting what the next 10 years holds for AI, and he should know. So thanks so much for tuning in. Click the links below. Like, subscribe, share, get the resources, get my book on Amazon. Be well, have a great week, and take care.